Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in Sister Who Is Your Mom.
Or something or other. Nah, you just...
Mother You'd Like to Sister.
Anyway, you just need to learn how to...
We definitely read all this.
Okay. Hazel giggles and gives me a wink. Yeah, you got me.
Wait, what the...
I don't have any understanding at all.
Oh.
I think she's supposed to be the cutesy little sister that does cute things for many reasons.
So my joke earlier was justified.
Anyway. Of course I did. Of course I did. I know you're just as crazy as I am deep down. Sorry, lazy as I am deep down. Hey, I'm not that lazy. I don't play netball, you know. I do play netball, you know. I know.
Stop making up fucking games. You know what's gonna piss me off? I'm gonna look up netball and it's going to be volleyball. And it's just like, just call it volleyball, you fucking assholes.
She does more than I ever did. My memories of university are hazy, diluted with alcohol. I could hardly manage to crawl out of bed earlier than 1 in the afternoon, let alone join any of the sports teams. I'm just curious, I say. Why are you cooking if you know you're not good at it? Well, I don't know if Dad's in the mood, and he's never very good at it either. An extra sentence, unspoken, hangs in the air between us. He never had to be.
Oh no, even better. It's women's basketball. Or more specifically, it is a game where someone misinterpreted the rules of basketball and then made a they made a completely different sport. But it's basically women's basketball.
Okay. Anyway, Mom was the one who did all the cooking. I was stupid to forget. Okay, that was Hazel.
I still point out that name is so fucking lazy that it sounds like a fake sport.
He didn't put this in quotes.
He hasn't put almost any of them in quotes.
Well, then I go to the next sentence, and then it's me talking, and this is her talking.
Wait, go back another line. Keep going.
That's me.
No, that's all these are you.
Okay, this is me.
Yeah, it's just you internal monologuing.
Mom was the one who did all the cooking. I was stupid to forget it. Look, Hazel. Oh, now he's talking.
To her.
Yeah,
he's been monologuing.
Look, this guy is so... Like, whoever wrote this, like, it is so confusing to know who's talking, or... It's almost like that's... internal.
That's like, why you, have dialogue lines.
Or have a little text box that says who's talking, like, Hazel.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Main character Kun.
You say...
something.
You say on the screen, like, this person is talking right now.
Anyway, look, Hazel, do you want me to help you? You would? Yeah, we're living in the 21st century. It's positively medieval. Oh, medieval.
It's positively medieval.
Pushing all the housework onto you because you're a woman.
No, it's not that you're pushing all the housework onto her because she's a woman. You're pushing all the housework onto her because she wants to do it, and you don't want to do it.
I don't. Okay.
That's...
Well, I guess that's true, but are you sure you can handle this much? It's only pasta. I'm sure I'll manage.
He's going to burn the water.
No matter what Cassandra said, I'm not completely incompetent. Hazel laughs and gives me a salute. Okay, then you're the boss. Chapter 100. Just gets a few chapters. I lie in my old room, in my old bed, and I think.
To answer the question, the author is ebi-hime.
Okay. Anyway, this room is exactly the same as I remember it being before I went to university. It feels like a time capsule unaffected by the changes of the recent years, sealed in delirium and placed beneath the earth. But yeah, like... Again, I can only compare this to DDLC because it's probably one of the best visual novels. They label who's talking.
Yeah.
And you know when the main character is talking because he's the only one you
Yep.
hear the internal dialogue of. You never really hear it from someone else.
Fucking hell. On Steam, they put the guy from the Hunchback of Notre Dame, the kinky one, as one of the thumbnails on the fucking game to show off the game. It's like, no, you're not Stop describing the fucking guy from the Hunchback of Notre Dame as kinky.
Anyway, my old model planes, painstakingly put together with my father when I was 7, are still displayed at the top of my bookcase. The novels I used to read, worn and well thumbed, are lined up on the shelves. Every time I read used to, I think you should have a T at the end of it.
No, it's
it's
used to.
Used to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The T is in two.
Yes.
I used to.
I'm sure if I opened the wardrobe, all my old clothes would be there, hung up on their hangers. I could be a teenager again, just 18 years old, lying awake and wondering what university would have in store for me. Wondering what... Huh?
Disappointment. It has disappointment in store for you.
Oh. Wondering what London would be like.
A hellhole.
I'd been to London a couple of times before with my family. Once we went to see Cats.
Why? Why would you do that? That's...
No.
Oh,
I didn't even watch
going
the movie.
To going to London to watch the London Broadway Cats.
No.
That is the worst possible reason to go to London.
Another time we went to St. Paul's Cathedral. I'd never stayed at London for months and months on end ever. However, and as it transpired, London wasn't nearly as exciting as I'd hoped. Exciting as I'd hoped.
Of course it wasn't.
There were a lot of people, historic buildings, and a huge variety of shops. But when you're a poor university student, you don't have enough time or money to take anything in.
To be fair, usually there are student discounts.
Forget it. I'll try to forget it.
You can't forget it.
My mother died last week. Her funeral was yesterday. Why am I still thinking about myself?
Maybe because you're currently thinking about what the fuck your entire life is now, because you don't have any sense of self. It's a perfectly natural response to think, oh, my mother died.
I'm sad now.
What the fuck is my life gonna be
Anyway,
now?
That's what Cassandra said when she broke up with me. She did it over the phone. She was in tears. I couldn't see her face, but I knew. I could hear it in her voice. She said I was selfish, that I only thought about myself, that even though she tried so hard to comfort me, I wasn't trying at all.
This sounds like
sure.
projection.
I had never heard her shout before. It wasn't frightening so much as it was confusing. It must have been because Buddy died. A nervous breakdown. It wasn't really my fault. I didn't kill her stupid dog. No matter how I toss and turn, I can't get...
Yeah, that girl was fucking insane.
Yeah, I actually care heavily about animals, so it's hard for me to... Like, if I was someone's boyfriend, I wouldn't ever call their animal, like, stupid, even if I was frustrated for, like, the reasoning they broke up with me. But anyway, I keep thinking about that strange girl, Lily. She said I had a lot of things to be thankful for. Does she think I'm selfish too?
Maybe
I wonder if Lily is supposed to be either an imaginary friend or an angel sent to heaven or something. Why do I care so much anyway? Because you're a human being and you have feelings?
No, that's clearly not true.
Is it because she looks like Imogen Parker? Is that really it? Imogen was my childhood sweetheart. I really, really liked her. And because I liked her, I thought I should tell her. The rest of this memory is painful. I don't like to think about it. Suffice to say, Imogen didn't...
Suffice to say,
Imogen didn't...
reciprocate
my feelings. I was left alone, broken-hearted, feeling slightly betrayed. Is that why I keep thinking about this girl because she looks like Imogen. But she isn't Imogen, and she isn't Cassandra either.
She also
thank
isn't
God.
fuckable because she's 14.
Lily, she's called Lily. I mutter under my breath as though trying to reassure myself. Maybe I am. I just don't know. I fall asleep and I dream about her. Dreams do come true. Curse! Okay.
That's definitely not one of the stages of grief.
I was joking about the dreaming of her. Lily is waiting for me when I return to my old brooding spot the following day. Really? She inclines her head,
I like how you expect that she's not a real person, and then you're surprised that she's there.
kind of actually, hair fluttering in the breeze, and greets me. Also, did they agree to meet each other again?
Nope.
I don't...
Hello again.
She says, hello, I stammer in return. Why did I come back here? What am I doing? Did I really want to see her again so very badly?
Don't know.
Apparently so. If so, isn't that kind of pathetic? I must look like such a fool, or worse. It's cool to be a fool.
Hey, mister?
Yeah. She looks at me for a few moments, unblinking before.
Are you a lonely person?
This has to be a dream. I start...
No, he went out and
Surprised.
ran, so he clearly was here yesterday.
This girl is good at surprising me. She must have a talent. No, I'm not lonely, I say. Perhaps a touch too defensively. What makes you think that?
I mean, your mother died last week.
I don't... Okay. Well, I suppose that's true. Even if it was rather blunt. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about it.
That'd make me lonely. If you're lonely, I understand.
Do you? She nods. But I thought you didn't like your parents. I say through... Yeah, no, though it sounds more like a question when it falls from my lips. I wonder. What a wonderful word. Anyway, how was I able to remember that?
Maybe because you fucking care.
I dated Cassandra for 5 months, but I was never able to hang on to the small details. Little things about her, bits and pieces she dropped into the conversation, escaped from my mind in moments, just like dead goldfish down a toilet.
That's dark.
What are these descriptions of things? Like,
Plop, plop, plop.
Her favorite wine, her shoe size, her fondest childhood memory, her mother's maiden name. It all vanished without a trace.
It's not as though I dislike them.
Says Lily, frowning.
It's hard to like or dislike somebody if they're never there. That's all.
She finishes with a small shrug as though that really is all. As though she doesn't care either way. I guess they must be alcoholics or something worse.
No, they're workaholics.
Anyway, about her parents, about me, about anything. I sigh and I take a seat beside her, the foliage rustling underfoot. That sounds sad, I say, as though I expected her to care about my opinion.
How dare you expect another person to care about someone's opinion?
I don't think she does, because she shrugs again.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't have much of an opinion on them either way. I don't remember her saying this, but I think this is him saying this.
So why did you say that you'd be lonely if your parents were dead?
I meant it hypothetically, if my mother were as nice as yours.
You really liked my mother.
She was my favorite teacher. I was sad when she died.
I was sad too.
It'd be strange if you weren't. You are her son.
That's true. True. Is this some kind of competition? Is she trying to get a rise over me? Are you happy now? Is she trying to get
That's
one
definitely
over
not
me?
the right response. But even so, I already knew.
Says Lily. Huh? I reply intelligently. I seem to say that aloud around this girl. Ah! Oh! And no. Two fallback phrases. I don't know if I've used those two syllables this
Syllables.
much. Syllables around. Ah! Syllables this much around anybody else before. I try again. What do you mean you already know?
Exactly what I said.
You knew she was going to die? Lily nods her head. Okay, but how though? Her response is maddeningly simple.
I just did.
So you're an angel. But anyway, but her death came completely out of the blue. It's not like she had cancer.
That's a terrible way to go.
No shit. I know, that's what Grandma Rose had. Lung cancer.
How dreadful. Did it last long?
Long enough. 6 months. Since the 6th month, ugh.
That must have been tough.
I'm sure it was. I don't mention that I was. I only 4 at the time, and I don't really remember the details. What?
No.
I don't mention
That I was
that
only.
I was only 4 at the time. Okay.
Yeah, they just put an extra I in.
Yeah.
I was only 4.
What does a little girl like Lily know about cancer, anyway? Could it be?
I've been to a lot of funerals.
She says in a matter-of-fact manner, as though preempting my question. The people I...
That's me. The people I know all seem to die at some point or another. Makes me wonder if I'm cursed.
Did one of them die of cancer?
I've seen a few people die of cancer. It isn't pretty.
A few? What does she mean, a few? This teenage girl who knows nothing about politics or government reforms knows an awful lot about death. It's almost alarming. Just because she's in the lowest set for English, it doesn't mean she's stupid. Just because she doesn't keep up to date with the news, it doesn't mean she's ignorant.
That's ignorant.
This entire story's ignorant. She sounds wise beyond her years. Maybe that's why she doesn't
Still
smile.
betting on she's 580 years old.
I didn't smile much when I was her age either. I got tired of all the funerals. I can relate to that, I say. I've been to lots of funerals in my time too. Grandma Rose, Grandpa Lynn, Great Aunt Henrietta, who the priest keeps calling Harriet. Our family friend Ruth, who slipped in the shower on a holiday in Spain, and of course, my mother, Lily's English teacher, Evelyn Crowther. But please call me E.
That was definitely the mother speaking there, but we don't have a voice for her.
Maybe we have more in common than I thought,
Funerals are sad things.
she says thoughtfully. It would be odd if they were cheerful,
That isn't what I mean.
says Lily, shaking her head.
There are always so many people who attend funerals. Family members, friends, extended family members, friends of family, work colleagues, people who aren't really friends but feel they should come along or look rude, but
She sighs.
I think it's ruder to go along if you don't really care, if you're not really sad. That's far, far more disrespectful.
You think, I say?
Yes, human life is precious. It deserves to be mourned. Everybody means something to someone, no matter what they've done in their lives. No matter what.
Yeah, even rivers have funerals.
If you go to a funeral and you don't really care, if you go for the sake of manners and not for your feelings,
Lily narrows her eyes.
what's the point? You're not respecting the person or their life. You're just turning it into a day out, like a trip to the zoo. People should care. Why don't people care?
I start to feel uncomfortable. I shift, but I can't dispel my doubts. At Mom's funeral, Hazel cried, Dad cried, even Great Aunt Enid cried. Enid cried, dabbing at her eyes with an old handkerchief, but I didn't. I couldn't bring myself to.
Yeah, it's because you have no fucking emotions.
I would just cry in secret, but
No.
anyway, it all seemed too staged somehow. Too fake, too hollow, too empty. The too tight black suit didn't help. Why should you get dressed up to go to a funeral? It's not as though the corpse will care. They're long past caring because reasons.
Yeah, they're dead. The reason is they're dead.
I think the reason to put on a dress or a black suit is to be like more respectable.
The reason why everyone wears a black suit in particular or black clothes is because it was seen as improper to wear colorful clothing because it was disrespectful to the life. It was seen as you are sad, so your clothing should be sad.
Exactly.
So, but why you need to dress up to go to a funeral?
But maybe it's not about respect. Maybe it's about doing these things regardless because you loved that person, because you want to make them happy, even if they're not around to appreciate it anymore, even if it's illogical. Is that really why? I'm 34, but there are a lot of things I don't know about the world. I think this is
I'm tired of going to funerals. There are always so many funerals,
says Lily. That's because there are a lot of people in the world, I tell her. Everyone has to die at some point.
I know, but I don't know why it has to be so sad.
Because it's a funeral.
Because the person's not there anymore. Would you prefer that people cheer that you're dead? There has been at least one person that had that happen.
Do you often feel sad?
Sometimes I think it's inevitable, given the world we live in.
You mean whales? Okay, that's pretty good.
That is the only joke you have successfully pulled off in this fucking game.
That's good. That's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure you could have said the UK, but that works too. No, that isn't what I meant. I meant the whole world. The whole world is always raining. Even when it isn't, it doesn't stop.
I can't help but smile at this. It sounds like she's reciting a poem. A bad poem.
Yeah, writer.
Is that one of your own?
What do you mean?
What you just said, did you make it up yourself? Lily looks at me
Dubiously.
Dubiously. I think she's trying to figure out whether I'm poking fun at her or not.
I guess so.
She replies after a pause.
What about it?
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking you're a natural. You could be the next William Wordsworth. What, not Shakespeare? My compliment falls
I don't know
deaf
if
ears.
Shakespeare is
Lily
considered a
looks
great
unhappy.
poet. I don't like Wordsworth.
You don't?
I think his poems are self-indulgent and patronizing. That's fair.
To tell you the truth, I think that as well.
You do?
Yeah, I can't stand him,
Then we're in agreement.
says Lily, a small smile spreading across her face. It's a gentle, genuinely happy smile that could make anybody's heart flutter.
She's still 14.
And just like that, my heart grew 3 sizes that day.
And then remembered she's 14.
And then it struck down 1 size. Even mine.
If this girl is not imaginary, then she needs to be like secretly his
Older,
daughter
or something.
No, like secretly his daughter or something. It's getting late.
Says Lily with a touch of
Ruefulness
to her tone. She's right. The sky is a soft, gentle yellow with light orange peeking out through the clouds. The sun is setting. If I were a photographer, I'd want to take a picture of this moment, preserve it for posterity. It's too bad I don't have a camera, but I do have a mental camera.
Yeah.
How much time have I spent here sitting in my old moping spot alongside this girl? How did the time pass by so quickly? She has to be imaginary. Like, it's his usual moping spot, and he's moping there.
I mean, that is true, but you can mope with other people.
I must have been lost in my thoughts. I must have been lost pretty deep within them, traversing a vast subterranean cave of subconsciousness for the time to slip by so quickly without my knowledge.
Aren't you gonna go home?
Lily asks. She's acting as though she's the parent and I'm the child. Make sure you don't stay up too late. It's bad for your skin. Remember to eat your vegetables. Yes, even the broccoli. And don't talk back to me, mister. My mother used to say those kinds of things to me when I was young, but she always accompanied them with a smile. Lily, however, isn't smiling. Smile, damn you! Shouldn't you be going home first? You're younger than I am, I retort.
Does that make a difference?
I wouldn't be acting like a responsible adult if I didn't tell you to take care of yourself.
Ah, so you're acting. Yeah, there we go. Are you an irresponsible adult?
I mean, I just told you the thing. That's a good question. One I don't know the answer to. What does being responsible even entail?
Good question. It's not as though my parents will mind. Nobody cares if I come home late.
She sounds melancholy, resigned to her own fate of being ignored and uncared for. I feel like I should confront her, but I don't. Comfort her, but I don't know how. I can't even begin to imagine how she feels. I've always had a loving family, a cheerful mother, and a slightly overprotective father. I really am lucky, aren't I? She gets to her feet, dusting off her skirt, and turns to face me.
So, Mr. Responsible Adult, will I be seeing you again tomorrow?
Do you want to see me?
Want me?
Sorry, do you want me to see you again tomorrow?
That doesn't matter. This isn't about me. You're lonely, and you have nobody else to talk to. Aren't I right?
I'll let my voice trail off. I don't know what to say.
You'll come back. I know you will. That's what lonely people do.
You're lonely too?
Of course I am. Everybody is. Some people are just better at hiding it than others.
Even Wordsworth.
Even Wordsworth.
You've never met him.
I don't have to.
I think you're making some pretty big assumptions there.
You're making pretty small assumptions. It's not an assumption, it's fact. Like saying the sky is blue.
It isn't right now.
You know what I mean? You know I'm right.
Is that so? I think, but I don't bother saying it. I think I know what she'll say in response. That is so. What a strange girl. Is she your typical brooding teen, or is there some actual weight to her words?
The answer could be yes. Either way.
She says. She looks at me and smiles. I think that smile suits her. If I were a photographer, I would forego the scenery. I'd much rather focus on that smile, rare as a lunar eclipse, perhaps even more perfect.
I like ring donuts a lot. Don't forget, okay? Otherwise, I'll be mad at you. I'll make you pay.
How? She's only a teenager and she's a good deal shorter than me. Her threat doesn't hold that much weight. Neither does she. She looks so light, a sudden gust of wind would probably be enough to blow her away. But her small, self-confident smile doesn't waver.
I have my ways, just know this. I'll make you sorry, old man.
And with that, she turns and skips away. That's right, she actually skips. I'm not making it up, almost like she's Dorothy going down the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. It goes over the top of that lake.
Since when do teenage girls skip? Isn't that a bit juvenile?
You mean like a teenage girl?
Yeah. I guess it's true what they say. Life really is full of surprises. No, that's...
Life is like a box of chocolates. Or in this case, a box of ring donuts.
It's only when she's advanced a few feet, the bottom of her body already engulfed by the steep incline of the hill, that I return to my senses. Hey, I'm not old!
That's arguable.
If you're 34 and she's a teenager, compared to her, you're old. Okay.
Okay, guys, and it is here that we will have to end the episode.
I suppose I'll read this real quick.
You sure about that?
I didn't start working in insurance because I wanted to. I doubt most people start working in insurance because they want to. It was just the first job opportunity that I found, and I took it. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
And also, what's good or not so good for the audience is that this is the end of the episode. So
yeah, we got through like 2 or 3 chapters today.
Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. We will come back next time with even more of Lily of the Valley, where Lily is probably not alive, and you are probably not either. We'll see. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Bye-bye.